Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since my last video, but I'm very excited to show you my system that I have been using for the last few months. This is one of them, and this is quite new because I got that from the Hobonichi Spring sale, as well as this one, and I do have a haul video. That's my last video, but I'll link it down below as well, and I'm just showing you some of the things that I put in my new planners and planner accessories. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the dragon cover for the Hobonichi Weeks, and it comes with this zipped pocket in the front, and I do keep a few things here, my ruler and my pen. Both of them are new. The ruler is from Momuso and the pen is a Muji pen, and that's just in black in 0.3. So this is the dragon cover, and it does open up. It has two flaps. I keep two notebooks in here. I cut up an A5 Hobonichi notebook, and it's not very well made, and I did repurpose this. I was using this for something else, and I decided to go ahead and cut it up into a week's size. I would really love if Hobonichi would make a week-sized notebooks just so that it can accompany my actual Hobonichi weeks. So here are some of the notes that I put in here already, and this is my commonplace book. I do keep this pencil board, DIY pencil board in fact, in here, and I've had that for quite some time. And this is the Hobonichi Weeks that I am using. This is a 2023 spring edition, and in the pocket I do keep a little memo note that I could replace whenever I need to do that. And this is my Hobonichi Weeks, and this is the weeks that we will be planning for today. So let's go ahead and start with our planning. I will be using these sticky flags later on, but I will do that in the second or the middle part of this video. So let's go ahead and get started with how we are setting up for this week in March. First, I'm going to make a diagonal line from the dot that is already on the planner using this ruler, and this is a fancy ruler because it does have a straight side as well as some scallop side, but I will be using the scallop side later. So here I'm just making that diagonal line for each day section of the horizontal weekly section on the left side of the planner. So I'm just using the same pen to write with and to line with. I'm not using a fountain pen for this video or for this week. Next, I'm going to make a vertical line using the same dots that we were referring to earlier. And that section is now cut off from the rests, and I'm just making a border around it just to make it pretty, but this is completely optional. You don't need to do this for this setup. So I'm doing it for the top line as well, and then for the side, that is when I'm going to be using the scallop edge of this ruler. And I feel like this is a very pretty way of spicing up your pages. Just make different lines. And now we're ready for another vertical line, and this is just maybe a centimeter from the last vertical line that we made. So it's about half of the box that is made using the dots on the page. And now I'm making a horizontal line from the edge of the vertical line that we made earlier up until the dot on the planner. So I'm not taking the line, the horizontal line, all the way to the edge of the page. Now, there is a reason why I'm doing that, and that reason is purely aesthetic. You don't need to make the line really long if you want to do this as well, because your eye will immediately make that connection. Plus, there is a line already on the planner that would do the same thing. And on the right page, I did make a short line as well that coincides with the horizontal line on the left page. On the Friday box, I'm making a dotted line all the way across to the other page to cut off that area, because that is the weekend, and I will be putting a label on that as well. Next, I'm making 2 vertical lines that fits the daily extension that I've made on the right page. And then under that, I'm going to make another vertical line, but this one is way longer. And then at the bottom, I'm making a horizontal line that's not too long. It doesn't reach the edge of the paper. And I'm using these Mildliners. These are my favorite Mildliners. I don't own a lot, but also I'm using this Tombow. So I've had that Tombow for quite some time. I have 2 of those. I don't remember where I've put the other one, but I am loving using Tombows lately. I think I missed using them. So here I scribble down focus as best I can, and underneath focus I wrote tasks. On the left side I wrote today, and then at the bottom here I'm writing next week. So some of the footage here is sped up because I tend to do my calligraphies very slowly. So here I'm just spicing up the calligraphy, the headers, with some diamonds, some sparkles. And once again, this is purely aesthetic, and you don't need to do this. You don't even need to do the calligraphy. You can just write it down normally as you would, but I just like to do this to make it a little bit more interesting, since I have been in this type of planner for the whole entire year, so I need a way to spice things up. There I wrote snapshot, and I'm writing mood and productivity on the diagonal lines, and that is what those sections are for. I do have a page anatomy later on. I do have overview as well, and then I have weekend on the dotted line. So here I have my highlights for that last section, and now I'm taking my Mildliner and I am going to be scribbling some colors onto that little section of my overview. So this one is oriented differently, and I don't mind that because I'm not going to be writing paragraphs or complete sentences on here, just titles of that day. And I will be demonstrating that in a little bit, and I'm changing up the colors depending on what I will be doing for that day. For example, on the weekend I use the gray color because that is personal, and then pink for YouTube, and the yellow one for class. So I'm using the Tombow for class so that it's nice and bold, and my pen in 0.3 black Muji for the rest. And this is our page anatomy. So on the first column we have daily mood and productivity rating, and that's going to be very short entries. And then we have the daily overview, an even shorter entry. Next to that I have my major tasks, so limit that to 2 to 3. And then next to that I have my highlights, and on the big note / sidebar I have my focus and the rest of the to-dos and next week. And now let's go ahead and move on to the 2023 pages that I am repurposing. So I am redating these pages in the beginning of the planner. So for this planner, I didn't quite use it as I thought I would when I bought this, and then I decided to go ahead and divide my Hobonichi weeks into quarters. So I'm using a new Hobonichi weeks per quarter. And what I'm doing for the pages that I will not be using is to repurpose them according to how I would need. So for example, here I have my messy planning. So if you're not doing the same thing as I am, so obviously you're not, you can use these pages as an alternative to my more intricate pages. So this is the simpler version of what we just did earlier. So as per usual, I am, or as I did in the last plan with me in the same video, I did divide that into 2 columns, a smaller one and a wider one. So I'm only using the dailies on the first column. For the larger column, I am writing not according to day. That's going to be my running to-do list. So I've allotted the middle portion of these 2 pages for that running list. And then on the side, I have my this week running list. I am a list maker. That's why I like my running lists. Instead of the 𝒼𝕉𝒂 method, it really did not stick. So I used the page flag to make sure that I am able to come back to this page very quickly. So this is a very simple but very functional layout. If you would like an overview, running tasks for daily tasks, and weekly tasks. So weekly tasks don't have any day specific things or could be done any day. And I also will be using my Hobonichi Cousin together with that. So this is what I've done with it. At the top, I am putting down my very major tasks as well as my priorities under that, and then that big portion is going to be schedule, which I will be using the time stamps with. And at the bottom, I have a running task once again, and then a this week on the side. And now that is all of our pages complete, and it's time to put back the planner into the dragon cover. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want some more planning videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.